So this is a think problem, number 68 on page F of page 1139, and it actually threw me for a loop. I thought I solved it, and then when I checked the score key, I had a different answer, and I thought, I wonder if the score key is wrong. But I kept working on it for about 20 minutes and finally figured out what I was doing wrong. So we'll see if we can guide you through this correctly. So the problem says that if light enters water at an angle of 34 degrees, then enters a section of crown glass, what will be the angle of refraction in the crown glass? So I have here just going from air into the water. So this is very similar to what we've done in the previous few problems. The angle of incidence is 34 and it's coming from air. So we can just use the magic triangle here. And that should look familiar. And let's see, water, it enters water. And so the N value for water is, and this is right from the table, 1.33. So since we're solving for the sine of theta refraction, we're going to take the sine of 34 and divide by the 1.33. All right, so you can do that on your calculator. You get that answer, and then again, that becomes the sine, shift sine, and then you'll have the angle. Okay, so stop this video. I want you to do that part of the math and get that angle before you move on to the next screen. Come on, I said stop the video. All right, solve the problem, and then we'll move on. All right, did you get 24.87 on the previous step? Hopefully you did. Now, we have to use a slightly different formula. We have to use Snell's law in this form. And the reason is we're not coming in from air, so this is not 1. So we have to actually use 1.33 for N1, and then plug in the 24.87 for the angle of incidence. And then for crown glass, the N value is 1.5, and now we're solving for theta of the refraction. So I have it set up over here, starting with this. We're solving for this, so we're going to divide both sides by N2. So notice how this is exactly the same, divided by N2. N1 is 1.33. I'll let you do the sine of 24.87. Plug that in, and then when you divide by 1.5, you'll have this number right here. Okay, a decimal number. And then again, second function or shift sign of that number will give you the actual angle. So yay! If you follow those steps, you should get the answer that matches the score key. They show some steps in there where they put the two diagrams together into one diagram and show the angles.